miles or so south of Candlestick Point at a place that first opened back in 2014 as you get a look at Levi's Stadium here in Santa Clara, California. Today, it's a Week 9 matchup set to go here between the Dallas Cowboys and the San Francisco 49ers. The first 2 months of the regular season down. What will the final 2 bring us as we're off in Week 9? And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. They begin the drive on the ground. It's White. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Just like that, it's a gain of 12 and a first down on their first play. Another good run there for a guy who, remember, on Wednesday was named NFC Offensive Player of the Week for what he did a week ago.
Yeah, and you know it takes some solid runs and some extra special ones in order to win that type of an award. I think he's locked in and wants to get it done a second time.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Opting to run again here with White. And he stopped immediately there. It was Chuck Clark coming up to make the tackle. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. The Niners at 3-4 on the year coming into play. Yeah, they've lost 3 straight here, and it kind of goes without saying, I guess, but they could certainly use a win.
Yeah, no doubt about that. There's a difference between a losing stretch and a losing streak, and right now, they're not playing their best football, but if they were to fall here, and now you're looking at going 4 games without a win, things can start compounding themselves pretty quickly from this point forward.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. Jackson looking to throw on 3rd. This is Chase Claypool on the receiving end. And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 44-yard line. The 3rd down conversion is successful. Give them 12 yards that time. So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. They go with White on the counter. And he's going to be stopped at about the 37. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. If you start assessing what went wrong last week, Charles, in their loss, had nothing to do with the ground game. They ran it well.
And you also have to say to yourself as a team, don't go away from what worked. That's not the reason the game was lost. Running the football over time, when you do it consistently, usually translates into wins.
And they're hoping to do it consistently here. And the tight end goes in motion left. On 2nd down, they'll run with White. And he gets it down to the 32. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. A couple of nice carries back-to-back here, establishing the ground game a bit.
Yeah, these aren't bare-bones runs now. I mean, they're getting substantial yardage, the kind of yards you're looking for, right? I mean, let's go ahead and use a cliche. Stay ahead of the change, right? 5 or more yards each time. That's what you're looking for in setting a tone and getting your offensive line going.
Good sign on the opening drive. Off the play fake. Here's Jackson. Right side, Claypool's got it. And he'll be marked down right at the 20-yard line.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
First down, here's White. And just a couple yards there down to the 17.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. They keep it on the ground. White again. And he'll be stopped after a gain of only a couple down to the 15-yard line.
Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That was a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
Now throwing on third down there, but he cannot connect.
How about that? Red man coverage and decided to test him early, but it proved up to the task and forced the incompletion.
The kick by Pinheiro is good. And the 49ers take a 3-0 lead.
And all in all, a pretty decent opening drive, Charles. Pretty balanced. They had the passing game going and the rushing attack, too.
I would think they have to be happy with that start because you get your ground game going, which means your offensive line and your runners are pretty happy, and then you get your aerial attack going as well, so your quarterback and receivers have smiles on their faces. Now both up to speed, awaiting their next possessions for this game. They can't wait to get started again.
1st and 10, and kind of tipping their hand at running the ball. 3 tight ends are out there. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Oh, he's going to air it out right away. He's got a man complete. Touchdown, Cowboys.
Boy, just zero hesitation from the rookie passer there, partner. He is coming out firing in this opening quarter.
And all the talk leading into this game was that pass rush, talking about challenging this guy, getting into his grill, getting into his space. And how about him? Might be his first year in the NFL, but I don't see any fear in him at all. How about that big-time throw right out of the gate?
The kick team out there for the Cowboys as they run up to send this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I've never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that wanted that, that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
They'll try to pick this up on the ground with White. And he'll be touched down here, but not before he does pick up the first. Give him 2 on the play there. And it'll be first down, 49ers. Well, they gave themselves options there on the 3rd down play, and were able to convert on that RPO.
Shows a lot of trust with the guy taking the snap, doesn't it? Because you're counting on him to make the right reads and give the ball where it's supposed to go. And he did on that play.
And now Jackson will look to throw it. And the Cowboys pressure gets there this time for the sack. That's Anthony Barr coming in from his linebacker spot to bring him to the ground.
And this is what you've got to do against a quarterback like him. You've got to keep him in the pocket and not let him get to the perimeter, because once he gets outside, that's where he can really hurt you.
Found a little room there as he's up to about the 37. After 1, 7-3 the score on EA Sports. The Niners on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 9. Jackson. Dancing to his left. Looks for White, but it's intercepted. It's Chuck Clark picking it off. And the Cowboys are going to take over at their own 41. Not the best of plays there as a quarterback. You're right-handed, rolling left, trying to throw it that far downfield.
I remember a coach of mine saying, son, that's the equivalent of trying to get the car keys out of your pocket with your opposite hand while you're trying to run. You just can't do it.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They'll start in excellent field position following the INT. He's got Njoku, his big tight end. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. That one unable to develop, never got going. A loss of a couple. And it's second down.
In today's NFL, we're accustomed to the tight end getting downfield and creating plays and wreaking a little havoc in the secondary. Not on this one, though. They diagnosed that one really well.
Tried the dump off, lost yardage. He's airing it out for Williams. Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Byron Murphy. And the 49ers are going to take over at their own 13-yard line. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. First play of the drive going for 14 and a first down.
Of course, the catch was nice, but how about what happened after? Able to stay on his feet and gain all that additional yardage. So many of these slot guys, I think, have running back in their background.
Now a give up the middle. This is White. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down.
Not a huge carry there on first down, but not all of them will be. But still, all in all, a positive play for the offense. It's all about picking up at least a few to set up what you're going to do here on second down.
They stay on the ground with White. And he's got room. And he's going to have a Niners first down as he'll get this up to about the 42.
That's pretty much meat and potatoes right there, wasn't it? Just go right at them and let your big horse charge up the middle. Not too fancy there, was it?
Nothing fancy at all, challenging that defense. And on that go-around, the offense won the challenge. And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48.
Well, coaches always talk about finding balance on offense. I don't think you can get much more balance than this. Big-time run, big-time pass.
A 1-2 combination. Looked pretty good.
How about that? Let's see if they can continue to take that kind of a punch, though.
And a fast footwork by White. And he'll be brought down. It looks like right at the 40. 72 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here in this first down.
Yeah, once more, strong running. Excellent blocking at the point of attack. They've got a nice little drive brewing right here.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Jackson. Open man is Goddard, the tight end. And he's going to be taken down just shy of the 35.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran it a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
And some strong running there as he's down just shy of the 20 on the edge of the red zone. 15 for the Niners there and a first down.
Partner, there are strong running plays, and then there are plays where you simply outclass the defense, and we saw the latter there. They ran straight up the heart of that front for an excellent gain and first down. Simply put, you've got to put up more of a fight defending the middle. Otherwise, this is going to be a long game.
And he'll get this forward only for about a yard as that's going to take us to the 2-minute warning. On 2nd and 9, Jackson. His throw caught at about the 5. And the 49ers are going to be looking at 1st and goal as they move this down to the 4-yard line.
That was a fun one to watch right there. A nice in-breaking route and plenty of room in the middle of the field. And he was able to get behind the linebackers and grab the completion for a really good pickup.
So it's 1st and goal and a great opportunity to get that lead back before the break. Here's White. Stopped short. Down at the 1. Had the broken tackle, but couldn't get it all the way home. It'll be a 3-yard pickup, and it brings up 2nd and goal.
It is definitely hard to find space near the goal line. You always want to have a guy in the game running it who can create his own.
Once again, it's White. And he is not going to get in as the big bodies stop him at the 1. They hold him again, and now all of a sudden it's 3rd and goal at the 1.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
They'll try and run it in with White. And this time he is in. Rachaad White with his 9th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Niners will take the lead here in the final minute of the first half. Pinheiro's extra point up and good. And the lead is now 10-7. After the touchdown, here's Pinheiro to kick it off. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And he's going to be out of bounds here as the run back will leave him shy of the 20-yard line. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you got to figure, if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the second half. Managing risk, this is a big decision here.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete.
Well, you know me, whether you need it or not, I'm going to give a little unsolicited advice. Just throw it downfield out of the pocket only if you're absolutely sure. Otherwise, use your running ability and try and get those yards a safer way.
Here we go. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Back to throw again. He's airing it out for Williams. And unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. On 4th down, J.K. Scott ready to punt it away. And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. It'll be 37 yards there on the punt. And control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And with 8 seconds on the clock, really not a lot of time to try to put anything together. They'll bring a receiver in motion left. And they're just going to run it here up the middle. And an anxious moment or two there, but they do get him down. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. The former ASU Sun Devil, Eno Benjamin with it. And good space to operate there as he takes this down inside the 35-yard line. So we've hit halftime. Just a field goal separating these two teams at the break. As we'll send you back over to Orlando with our EA Sports Halftime Report, here's Jonathan Coachman. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. It's the Cowboys who get the football first, and they trail here as well as we resume action in the 3rd quarter. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down officially at the 21. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense.
Charles, it'll be interesting to see what adjustments this offense made in the locker room. Haven't really been able to get anything going offensively, virtually nothing in the ground attack either. So certainly something has to change here in quarter 3.
And I'm pretty sure their friends from the defensive side of the ball told them exactly that, because those guys, the stop troops, they've been playing pretty well, and they've kept them around in this game. Now, they got some time. The running game struggled in the first half. Opposition knows how to focus on defending the pass here. They've got to re-energize that ground game and maybe open things up for a comeback here in this half.
And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Up the middle, here's Elliott. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
I have to think a major focus at the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secured before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
The goal is certainly to try and make a big play happen and climb back into this game, but you have to be careful. If you overdo it, you could turn it over and hurt your team.
So a failure to connect on second down. That leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8. They're going to look to throw. He is going to find Hill here. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers 33. Just his 2nd catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains.
It's taken a while for this offense to get going. A little creaky at the start, but they're oiled up now. A nice throw there, and they're really putting together a good drive.
They'll look to throw now on first down.
He'll get this out wide here to Elliott.
And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays.
I love the drive they're working on here because they know they can take the lead with a touchdown. And so far on this drive, so good. They moved the ball down the field with very little resistance defensively. But they better be prepared for some adjustments to come their way now.
They'll look to throw again.
Back to Elliott, and he's got him again.
And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Another catch for him there. This one good for 11. First down.
Well, they certainly had success throughout this contest, getting him the ball in the passing game, and there he picks up another first down. Whatever they saw going into this one, they've been able to capitalize on it, and no adjustment has been made to take it away.
Now we're 1st and 10 at the 11.
Again, he'll drop to throw.
Into a sea of defenders, had intercepted. And the Niners are going to take over at their own 13-yard line.
So it was a drive that had real promise here to begin the 3rd quarter, but ultimately derailed by the INT.
And that was the position you wanted to be in. Coming out to start this 3rd quarter, get a nice drive going, looking for the end zone. Possibly got a little bit too greedy right there.
Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. They'll go up the middle with White. It's a 5-yard gain, but they'll still be a yard short here with 3rd down now looming.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down.
On 3rd and 1, Jackson. Outright, this one goes to Patrick. And they're able to get this one across the 35. A little little surprise pays off on 3rd and 1. Pass instead of run. Gets him 15 yards. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Read option. This is White. He'll take it past the 40 to the 41. 2nd down.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
Running out of the gun with White. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6.
They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains.
On 3rd down, Jackson. Looking left side, he's got it, complete. And he's going to have another 1st down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 42. That one good for 16, and the drive will continue. So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
They give to White on the option.
And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. Making the stop that time, Bobby Wagner.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense gets a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. The 1st down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Jackson now. He'll get this one to Patrick. He's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4. The result, only 4 yards there on the play. And it'll leave them with 3rd and a full yard to go. So the scoring dried up here in the 3rd. Nothing that quarter for either side.
You are watching the NFL on EA Sports.
They'll look to make it 3 for 3 on 3rd down conversions. They need a yard here. Here's Jackson. That's complete to White. Room here to run. Touchdown, 49ers.
Rachaad White.
He scored on the ground and through the air.
And the 49ers get an important score there to extend their lead here in this 4th quarter. Piñeiro's extra point up and good.
And his guys will take a 10-point lead. After the touchdown, here's Piñeiro to kick it off.
And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone.
And not a good return here at all, as they'll be forced to start at the 12-yard line. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense.
Yeah, the script really is flipped for them. The momentum on the other sideline, and now they have to try and battle back from a 2-score deficit.
And that's caught inside the 35.
And they'll work this down inside the 30. We saw this plenty last year in college. He loved to take his shots downfield, and that throw, that was a thing to behold there.
Back to throw now on 1st down. Blitz coming, and down he goes.
Finally hauled down for the first time this game. Multiple defenders in there to drop him.
And you hate to say it with a rookie quarterback. He's done some good things, but overall, looked a little bit overwhelmed back there, hasn't he?
He certainly has. But in his defense, he hasn't had a lot of time to throw the football. You like the way I said that? In his defense.
In his defense. I got it.
You see what I did there?
Yeah. He needs better protection, that's for sure.
I know conventional wisdom says, hey, don't get it all back in one play. But sometimes you go ahead and try to. They tried to get it all back on that one. Weren't able to do so.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. They'll drop to throw. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Hill. And he's not going to sniff the first down here. He stopped at the 25. It'll be a gain of 12, but it will also lead to 4th down. So the field goal unit is on the field, as this is a big spot right here. From the left hash, it's a 42-yard attempt. And his kick here is good. And they're back within a touchdown. It's 17-10. All right, so they needed 2 scores to get back in the game. The field goal there, maybe not exactly what they wanted, but the necessary first step.
There's still time remaining, and there's enough time to get it done. They've got to get it the least a 3-and-out here to get the ball back, preferably a takeaway.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. They're holding on right now to that slim advantage in a 1-score game, and you hear a lot about 2-minute offense and 4-minute offense. Obviously, the 4-minute offense applies here. How do they run that effectively?
Yeah, really what the 4-minute offense is just trying to grind the clock. So you want consistent gains, steady gains. Doesn't have to be big plays, but it has to be plays that gets first downs and keeps the ball away from your opponent.
But certainly throwing the ball is in the mix here.
It certainly is. Just make sure that you're careful with it. And again, get those first downs, keep possession of the football.
Now this throw caught left side. Touchdown, 49ers. Tim Patrick, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the 49ers look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this 4th quarter. Pinheiro now to add the extra point. And the lead is up to 14. After the touchdown, here's Pinheiro to kick it off. By rule, that comes out to the 40-yard line, so good opportunity for this offense with solid field position. Good starting position for the Cowboys here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 40. They'll look to throw here. He'll get this to Elliott. And he'll be out of bounds up near the 45 at the 44. They'll give him 4 yards there, and that will bring up 2nd down. 4th quarter, every drive so critical, and you figure may only get 1 more shot after this, so a touchdown's imperative on this drive.
It is, but you also have to think to yourself in play calling, don't hold anything back. Don't save it for the 2nd touchdown. You got the first one for the 2nd one to even matter.
And they're going to get this down to about the 37. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. They'll set up to throw. And this is taken in at the 5. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. Now a play fake here on 1st down. Out to his left. It'll go as a loss on the play. Not what you need down here. It's going to be 2nd and goal.
I think they tried to fool him on that one. You know, being able to throw the ball to the fullback position. No one was fooled on that play.
No, lost yardage. You think they should yank that one from the playbook, at least for the time being?
I think what you do is you take it out.
Touchdown! Jameson Williams from 6 yards away. And the Cowboys have made it a 1-score game again here in the 4th. Extra point right down the middle. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway.
And with that last touchdown, I mean, we're set up for a good finish here. Some things to consider, Charles. Obviously, it's a very close game. You're in the fourth quarter. Defensively, they've got all 3 timeouts in their back pocket.
So the chess match really ramps up, doesn't it? Because in these situations, what do? Do you run the ball and kill the clock here? Or do you try and bury them with another score? And how about defensively? Do you use your timeouts at earliest opportunity? Or wait till you hit the 2-minute warning? So there's a lot going into this one. Let's see how each side goes about their strategy.
Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. They run straight ahead here with White. And hard running's going to get him over the 40 to the 42.
140 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now I could be in that huddle with that offensive line. I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call timeout. Run the football. We've got control of this thing. Get in behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine. And despite the late lead, Jackson to throw. A quick throw, but incomplete. Something we haven't really seen much of from him, an incomplete pass.
Yeah, last week he finished at 70%. This week he's up over 80%. I don't know how you slow him down. Pass rush is usually the best way because a quarterback on his back usually can't complete a pass.
Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. Now Jackson, rolling to his right. This is caught by his tight end, Logan Thomas. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
That is definitely what we call on defense an uh-oh play. And what you mean by that is against Lamar Jackson, when you see him out of the pocket, your first thought is, uh-oh, he's going to try and run it. How do I get to him and get him on the ground? And guess what? That didn't happen, and his receivers took advantage.
Well, that's not a run that's going to make any of the highlight tapes, but they've been moving it well all game on the ground. This is another one that keeps them moving forward.
I have to imagine this will be on the ground as well as they come up 2nd and 7. White running to the left. Just a couple on the ground there, and that's going to bring up 3rd and about 6. Now a timeout called for by the defense as it comes with 1:04 left to go in the game. They'll need to get this to the 38. That's where the 1st down marker is here on 3rd. On 3rd down, a run from White. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he's across for the touchdown. And in the final minute, that should just about seal it. Trying to bust out of that losing funk, and these fans have to like this. And all right, fellas, this is more like it.
And I know that if this holds up after the game, they're going to give the fans a lot of credit being at home, getting the support. But you and I both know it goes deeper than that. They had to get it together in their own facility, look each other in the eye and say, okay, what's it going to take to break this losing streak? And they really came together with a good week of practice.
Now after the touchdown, here's Pinheiro to kick it off.
And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense.
The offense running out, and they are charged up, ready to go after reaching the end zone on their last drive.
And normally I'd warn against getting complacent just because they scored the last time out. But I don't think there's any worries with this group right now. This is a hungry group, and they want to keep building off of their last drive. Now they just want the officials to hurry up and place the ball so they can snap it and get back to work.
They'll try again from the 20 on 2nd and 10. Back to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And his throw here's incomplete.
Back-to-back incompletions, but we know this is definitely 4-down territory. Time not on their side. I don't think they want to try and get the first down in 2 installments. I think they got to go and get it right here, right now.
He's going to let it fly. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Byron Murphy, and the Cowboys are going to take possession of the football. And now, oh boy, this is a bit of a surprise, to be kind. They accepted the holding penalty, so wipe out the interception, and their defense will stay on the field. Okay. So the special teams penalty cost some yardage there as they come out on 1st and 10. Down to a knee goes Jackson, and that should seal it. And that knee will do it. So they snap the losing streak. Always a good feeling.
Yeah, I don't know if this one right here, when they're taking a knee, is as much exultation as exhalation, right? They just breathe a sigh of relief. Finally got a win, needed one desperately.
And they were able to pull away for the victory.
And Brandon, I think they're the type of team that just looked in the mirror and said, hey, ton of pressure on, but we're the type of team that can flat out handle it. They stood up with confidence, and made it happen for a victory.
So for the 49ers, they level their mark at 4-4 on the year. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Carolina